Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play. Thoughts from Simon, therapy, whatever you want to call it. Um, just a note right now, gamers out there would understand. But you know how like Did I just? Okay, I don't know how I did that. Do you know how it's like impossible to like record desktop audio on Mac? Sorry, I'm moving my mic here. I just went through the whole thing. So basically, I can't hear any of the audio. So just a heads up if my gaming abilities are bad. Um, but yeah, you guys like it's like that whole like process where you have to download like sound something. You guys know what I'm talking about, gamers out there. But like, I don't know, it's fun like now that I have a gaming channel all of a sudden to like go through these random tech like loops over and over. Um, like setting up how to record gameplay audio in Minecraft. It's cute. It throws me back to like the beginning of my whole journey, playing video games and gaming and making videos and whatnot. Um, I think I used to have this channel called Trisket Gaming, one of the OG ones, where okay, sorry. If you hear like a slamming outside, it's also because the weather in Austin right now is nuts, dude. It's like 30 degrees, crazy storm coming through. Probably colder than Michigan is right now around Halloween. But yeah, my first channel ever was called Trisket Gaming. You can probably still find it. I'm not certain on that, but if you want to go down the rabbit hole, but essentially, yeah, it was like a Minecraft gaming channel, and I recorded every video on my parents' MacBook in the living room whenever they'd be gone. And I grew up an only child, so that wasn't very often. Someone would usually be around. But in those rare moments where, one of my parents wasn't around, I would go set up and record a little gameplay, a little Hunger Games, whatnot. And that was always super fun. But yeah, why I bring that up is because, yeah, this whole process of starting this channel has kind of thrown me back to those early days and, setting up all the recording software for some reason has not gotten any easier. Um, but yeah, it's always been a really fun time. But yeah, welcome back to the Let's Play. Welcome back to Thoughts from Simon. If you're new here, my name's Simon. I have a main channel called Wholesome Simon, and this is just a channel inspired by Jay Schlatt, Introverted Madness. Oh, can't kill it. It's got a kid. I'll let you live, young one. This is just a second channel where it's essentially a stream of consciousness, essentially just Minecraft therapy, whatnot. It's been really fun so far, and the feedback on the first episode's been great. I'm actually recording this the day after the first episode, because I know how these things work and these second channels work, where you get to like 10 episodes and then you like miss one and then you miss two and then you know what I mean? So might as well kind of, what do they say? Hit the iron while it's hot, hit the press while it's something like that. Might as well do my best to get as many episodes as I can done when I have that initial spurt of motivation, and who knows if I'll have the discipline to keep that going. Yeah, if you hear that slamming in the background, like I said, Austin has been so cold. Like, it was humid as hell and like 90 degrees this past week. I had spent some time in LA and came back, and the weather was just nasty, dude. It was disgusting. Like, I won't even lie. Like, just the worst weather in the world. Humid, can't even breathe, bro. But all of a sudden, this cold front came in. I actually saw like an Instagram reel of like an Austin Instagram reel guy, Instagram reel person. Um, and apparently there's like a cold front coming through or something. So like, but like, I just don't get how that works. Like how the weather can switch up that crazy. It kind of reminds me though of home. So it's been kind of nice because usually back in Michigan, growing up, we'd always have Halloween, and Halloween was typically like the first day that it snowed, or it'd get really cold around that time. So I guess it's kind of a little throwback, I suppose. I've been missing home recently. I think back in Michigan, I think life has been moving extremely fast, especially with like being in the real world and always on the grind, trying to hunt for opportunities, make videos, and all that good stuff. And I think there's a part of being back home that I think my soul craves in terms of like just feeling grounded and being back with my friends. I haven't seen a lot of my friends in a while. And I suppose that happens as you grow up and get a job and everyone moves away. Um, but yeah, I feel like part of my soul craves that, and I won't be back home for a bit. Um, hello, hello, hello. Boink, 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 boink. But yeah, okay, let's talk about Minecraft. Let's figure out what we're doing because the game plan hasn't really been solid. Typically at this point, I just go down and start mining. So let's find like a little mining action, a little crevice. Um, okay, there we go. Well, that's nice. And let's get to work, boys. Let's the mining. Something that I kind of wanted to that's been on my mind that I want to talk about is like the fact that you watching this video right now don't know me at all. What is that, dude? I don't know. This freaking updates and new shit. You don't know me at all. You watching this video, you might feel like you know me. You might feel like we have a connection. You've maybe watched me for a while, watched my content, watched me grow up, and I'm very personal in said content. But there'll always be parts of myself that you guys don't know because you guys watch videos, unless you're like one of my close friends watching this. If so, hello. But at the same time, it's this weird thing. And like, I think there's been more discourse online with like streamers like Ludwig and whatnot about interpersonal relationships. Is that what they call them? I feel like that's not what they call them. They call them, it starts with a P. Whatever. Regardless of what it is. What? Wait, what is this? Dude. What, wait. Raw? I don't know, man. Minecraft always adding this new stuff, dude. Confusing. But you sitting there at your computer or maybe washing the dishes right now or on a plane or on a car ride, you don't know me. And that's not like a bad thing. It might sound like threatening at first, but you don't. And how could you? We've never met in person. Maybe we've chatted a bit. I saw Miles in the comments below. But overall, like, we don't know each other. And that's been a weird, like, step and thing for me to really understand. I think setting boundaries has always been difficult for me. It's always been something I've definitely struggled with when it comes to the online world. I remember back when I first started creating, it was vastly around topics surrounding mental health. So, positive mental health topics, whatnot. It was during COVID, and I found a lot of support in that, and we built great communities, and it was all focused around bettering each other's mental health. We had a Discord at a point with over 10,000 people. This is early COVID TikTok days. And we had a mental health support team, which was essentially like the dumbest idea I could have ever come up with, if I'm being completely honest. I mean, it's like a group of like 12, 13-year-olds all like supporting each other, which is good. But when you like tag like a mental health support team and without proper training, like I think that gets really dangerous. And I feel like the net positive we did was worth it in the end, but I had to shut it down because like there are a lot of issues when it comes to setting that up. The intention was there, but a lot of times we have to be realistic, and a lot of these mental health issues should be tackled with professionals. And I learned that. But kind of what happened through that is a lot of people, I think, developed this relationship with my content where it'd be like kind of the thing they went to for comfort, to help them out. I guess this is kind of a sort of a principle, but there were no sort of a similar thing, but there weren't any boundaries associated with it. So I just remember people trauma dumping in my DMs and feeling guilty because I couldn't help everyone who was going through, you know, maybe a hard time. Maybe they needed help. And I was kind of the outlet. My content was there, which is great. But also, again, it comes up with a point of like how I'm able to balance that with my own mental health, right? And so for a while, it was kind of like that. I would post videos about mental health and these concepts like anxiety or depression. And you can quickly, I guess, now looking back in hindsight, see where this would more or less go wrong. I was freshly 17, 18 years old. What the heck? Dude, they have these now? What is that thing, dude? Stalagmite? Stalactite? Hold on. Pause a deep convo. Let's figure out what this is. Pointed dripstone. Bro, they're just making shit up at this. What is this? This dripstone? Dripstone block. Dude, I don't even know. Anyways, they don't even have iron ingots anymore, dude. I'm so confused. What is that? Water. Anyways, it got to a point where I'd be responding to DMs, sending voice memos. We even had like a text support channel where I'd literally stay up responding to thousands of people's texts struggling with their own mental health, which ended up being like very difficult first and like one of the worst financial decisions I've made. Oh, get out of here. Why? No. Hold on. Because yeah, the text channel was very expensive. Just not the vibe. But I felt this immense responsibility to the community, to people around me, that I had to hold up. I felt this immense weight to respond to everyone's DMs, to help them out. Here I was, 18-year-old Simon, like, what am I going to do to help out someone's mental health, to be honest, besides make content that maybe is more comforting? And that's kind of where the issues emerge and where I started shifting my content. So if you've noticed, if you've been around for a bit, my content's definitely shifted a lot from like mental health based to more like adventure travel and storytelling based, which sometimes I honestly feel guilty about. Because sometimes I think it paints this narrative of like my life is so amazing and all that crap. And I try to be real with it and show the tough sides of it as well. But at the end of the day, like, you can only show so much. And the reason why I had this shift in my content and why I left the Discord and why I kind of became inactive is just because I realized a lot of times with these mental health type issues or struggles we might be facing, a lot of times it becomes a cycle. If you're struggling with anxiety or depression, I feel like you're more likely to believe, at least in my experience, that there's something wrong and acknowledge that there's a gap and acknowledge that maybe you're not okay, which is fine, but then to more or less self-prescribe a lot of things to yourself. It's a slippery slope what I'm talking about here as well. But let's get rid of that. It becomes a cycle where if you're sad, the algorithm's going to feed you more sad content. You know, when you're sad, you love listening to sad music. I love doing that as well. But sometimes it just becomes a cycle where you can't really escape. And that's what I realized was kind of happening with myself, first of all, and then with people that would watch my content. And it wasn't something that I necessarily thought was actually helping too much. And so that's when I kind of went on a little self-exploratory journey. And I remember taking this road trip with some of my friends back in high school. Some of you guys might know the video. It's called this film about friendship. Essentially, when I took that road trip, I'd been so stressed out running this brand and doing all this stuff. But in those moments where I was in the Grand Tetons, in those moments when I was with the guys, like just traveling, in those specific moments, I felt so free and didn't feel any anxiety or any of the things I'd struggled with mentally. It was almost like an antidote to that. And all of a sudden after that, I realized I wanted my content to more or less reflect that and try to encourage more people to get outside and get outdoors. And that became kind of my thing because yes, I may not be a licensed therapist, but I can tell you guys what helped me in my mental health, and that was getting outside. Or if there's a village nearby. And let's throw away some stuff. So that's kind of where the shift came, but I've always felt a bit guilty about it, to be honest, because, you know, oh, Simon changed, that sort of thing can easily be brought up, and I guess you'd be right. I guess I did kind of change and switch up what I create and what my focuses are now. And that could be an unfortunate thing or a good thing. Regardless, the whole point of what I'm trying to say is that we went down to an event that we hosted with one of the businesses I run called Creator Camp. It's basically like a creator events company where we host events for artists, entrepreneurs, kind of building community. Because 2 years ago when I took my gap year, there was no community. And I think, holy, you guys hear that slam outside? That was nuts. I think community is like one of the most important things that you can have as someone who's taking an alternative path. So anyways, we had this event called Basecamp, and one of the people there, like, we were kind of discussing this topic about how, like, you know, some of the people there had watched some other people there's content and knew about them. And it was probably really trippy for them to, like, see these people kind of in their element that they had followed for a while. And I'd ask candidly, like, hey, what did you expect versus what you got out of me? Like, you know, I have this online presence, but that's not all of who I am. And realistically, people see me as that, but they don't know me. And you watching this video don't know me as well. And I remember someone said that I came off, like, I surprised her because I was way more fratty than she expected. And I was like, holy shit. That's crazy. But it really got me thinking. I was like, damn, like, not in a bad way. It wasn't like, oh my God, you're so different. But yeah, I use words like fire and ho and, like, I don't know. It was interesting because I was like, damn, that's probably not what any of my viewers on my main channel expect. Is like, not that I'm a fucking, like, Nelk Boys, like, frat dude, but, like, they expect me to be more introspective and quiet, and I think that's sort of, like, what my content shows, which is not a bad thing, but it got me thinking about, like, how much I do share, and, like, is that a bad thing that, you know, I don't share all parts of myself, or what is kept for myself, or who am I? And kind of had this, like, existential crisis. I mean, it's not the greatest thing when someone, like, says that you seem more fratty than they expected. Oh, hell, get me out of here, bro. Oh my, so many creepers. But yeah, it really had me reflect on, like, this idea of, like, you can kind of choose who you want to be online, more or less. And part of that is you have to kind of not show everything. But I also think, fuck. Come on. And that's why I love creating content like this also, because, like, it reminds me of, like, the old style of content. I feel like it's been kind of missing from my life. Let me kill this creeper first before we get deep. Oh, I thought that was gonna all fall. But yeah, the end of the story, I guess, is that I've been kind of just thinking about the idea of these relationships and relationships you have with creatives online and where the boundaries are set. I think with my video for The Rational Lover, if you guys saw that, that was the hardest video I had to make. It talks about my relationship and getting broken up with, and it's also, like, one of my favorite videos I've made. But also, like, after that video, I was just feeling gassed in terms of emotionally just, like, telling this crazy story about myself and my relationships and my love life, and realizing that I need to do better at setting boundaries within online spheres. And I don't know, I've always wanted to be someone who, like, champions authenticity and realness and rawness, and I think because of that, I've been afraid to set boundaries. Because I'm not fake, I'm not lying to you, I'm showing you the best parts of myself and the worst parts of myself, and I'm not like those other YouTubers. There's a sense of, like, oh, like, I'm more real and authentic than, like, all these other YouTubers. And I think there's that sense where there's that pressure built up where now you feel like you have to share everything about yourself in order to keep up that image of, like, being real, quote unquote, whatever that means. Holy shit, dude, there's so many. Oh my God. Whoa, look at this. What is that? Oh, this looks so pretty. Hold on, let's pause the conversation. Let's look at this, dude. Hold on, let me mine some of this. Dude, this is beautiful. What? Dude, I wonder if this is a cave update. Remember how long we were asking for a cave update? This is nuts. And all that to say, I think, as you guys saw in that video if you watched it, I'm going to be stepping back from being more personal, at least on my main channel, or like doing better at setting boundaries. What is this thing, bro? What the hell? Another portal? Doesn't that block of gold look like enchanted or something? Am I tripping? And I hope you guys can understand that. Understand that shift in my own mindset and kind of where I see myself going is building more videos that are more idea based and less about my life and more about concepts that I learn adjacent to my life. What the dude, look at this. Yo, this is nuts, isn't it? I don't know, sorry. I'm like saying things and then that's the vibe of this series though. Just say shit and then like also play Minecraft. I think in the future I'm going to have more thought out ideas for episodes and just like concepts that I want to tackle. So if you guys have anything, just shoot me a DM on Instagram. Wow. What the hell is that, bro? Yoink. Yoink. Nah, bro, this is crazy. Okay, I don't really need diamonds. Like, I guess we could look for diamonds, but like, I don't know. This Let's Play, I feel like more cottagecore vibes where I actually want to like build more and like make a house and, you know, have a dog and shit, you know? Something interesting was on my trip that I went to LA for, Malibu, was for this coffee brand that I'm starting, that I've been working with. Whoa, hell. Oh, hell. Dude, I can't hear, so I'm sorry if it's like obvious that something's sneaking up on me. For this coffee brand I'm working on, I talked about in the last episode. Dude, there's a lot of... What the heck? It's kind of spooky in here, I'll be honest. But I was working on this coffee company and went on the offsite with them, and something that struck me a lot was just how, like, you know, Brian, my mentor, who's the main guy on this project, Sunny Day, he's like 10 years older than me, and he has like a wife and kids, or he has a kid now, Sunny. She's like the cutest baby I've ever seen, bro. But it was so eye-opening hanging around people that are a lot older than you and more mature and like, oh my god, bro, this is like, chill. No, hold on. Okay, dude, we gotta get out of here. This is not fun. Like cave exploration, cool, but like I should just turn on peaceful. Not gonna lie. I guess this keeps it interesting for you guys. But yeah, I'd spent the week with Brian and Nick, who are partners in the business. Nick is 28, I believe. Brian is 31. And you just learn so much from hanging around people that are like older than you, have done more. It's just the maturity like is so different, bro. Fuck, hold on. Let me run through here. Do I have enough for a full iron? I hope I do. I wonder why they changed him from like, oh. But yeah, it made me really think. And I think the coolest thing now is in my life. I'm not sure if I talked about this in the last video, but I just slapped a I just slapped a LinkedIn post about this. So if you guys follow me on LinkedIn, #networking, fucking business school. About how my whole life I've been pretty much like a shiny object syndrome person, where it's been like, okay, let's start 20 different projects this year. Like this Minecraft channel, I guess, is kind of that vibe. Where, yes, that's been fun, but it's also been like, okay, like, Simon, you're moved out now. You're 21 years old. It's time to really, like, figure out what's going on. Or, like, figure out at least, oh! What the heck? I can't do this. This series is literally just going to be me getting jump scared by, like, fucking mobs. Oh. Wait, hold on. I need to chill out for a bit. Dude, this is so annoying. Okay. I was saying, basically like I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I got to stop like starting these projects and really focus in on like what are the things that I can do for the next 60 years. And granted, that's a very naive thing to say while I'm sitting here 21 years old, but I think a lot of traveling and a lot of the opportunities I've been given have enabled me to like have a deeper understanding of myself. You know, like traveling, I think you really get a huge grasp at like what type of person you are. I think because of that, it's allowed me to kind of zone in on like the core values that I want to care about for the rest of my life. And I kind of discovered that those core values are found in community and nature. Those are like the things that I know I'll love till I'm like 90 years old. Like I'm trying to be like on a hike at like 100 years old, you know what I'm saying? I try to be like that. And because of that, I know that okay, community and like building creative communities and ow, do these hurt when you step on them? That makes sense. Building creative communities and getting out in nature are going to be the things I focus on. That looks so weird. What? Why is it so glassy? I can kind of build things around that. And I think that's how a lot of entrepreneurship should be kind of taught is like go out, experiment to find your core values and then just build around those. So if you're someone that loves, you know, let's say gaming with their friends. Oh, what? Oh. Oh my God. Or you love the mountains. Let's say you love the mountains. It's like, how can you build something that builds around that lifestyle that can support it? So the way I see it for nature, it was Sunny Day, the nature outdoor coffee brand. It's been done really well, and I know like that's something I'm gonna love going to national parks when I'm like 100 years old. The other thing is community, which is Creator Camp, and now it's more of like you found the things. Let's like lock in on them for the next like, you know, long period of time. Boom, 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 boom. Oh. But also, like, I still struggle with it a lot. I think, like, as you can tell with this channel, it's more of like just doing whatevs. I hope there's no gravel, please, no gravel. It's scary because like these new andesite blocks and whatnot look like gravel. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. But yeah, overall the week's been good. Like I said, I just recorded an episode yesterday, so I'm kind of running on the like, I suppose, the high of like getting the feedback and whatnot. But yeah, I think the main thing that I want to focus on for future episodes is having it be more idea based. So that means just like concepts you guys have been thinking about, just throw them down in the comments, and let's just jam on them. Or any like things you might feel like you need advice on. This is not really like an advice thing, but if there's any way I can help, for sure would love to. I think what I've realized in advice and like through like making mental health there it is. Oh fuck. Oh god. Oh my god. Okay, we're good. I knew that was gonna happen. I called it. Through making like advice style content, I've come to realize that like the only way you can actually give good advice, in my opinion, is if you can speak from personal experience. If you can just talk about your experiences and personal things that have happened to you, then that advice never ages. Like I used to be in the point where I'd like talk about these topics on anxiety and depression, and then I like look back like a year later and be so cringed out by it because I'm like, okay, this might have made people feel better, but like I've learned so much in this past year that this no longer I think is the best way to approach a situation. But if you speak about like a personal experience, then all of a sudden like what you're saying like holds value intrinsically because it's literally just your perspective, and it's not like it's not the end of the world, or it's not like the way everyone needs to approach a situation like that. Let's do this. Boink, boink, boink. I think like next episode we should definitely, like, this is the mining episode. Next episode, let's definitely like get a house going. You know what I'm saying? I'm locked in right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's place it down. I would have been so dead if we were playing like, there we go. If we were playing like hardcore or something. Minecraft's actually a hard game, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Minecraft's actually pretty fucking hard. Okay. Alright, we're out. I wanna find like a mountain biome, you know what I mean? But for I wonder if I can just pop a bed down here. Yoink. Yeah, one thing I want to actually, I don't want to promise this, but one thing I want with the series is to like never do any like I did some mining off camera type vibe. But it might happen because I just had an urge to play Minecraft, and I think I'm gonna prescribe myself 1 hour of Minecraft a day. Prescribe myself like I'm a doctor. But it's really been really fun for me. And then maybe I'll play like games like Stardew Valley on here. I don't know. I also love staying tapped in with like gaming culture and like online culture, and I listen to The Yard all the time, which are like again parts of myself that I bet you guys didn't even know existed. Is like huge fan of like Ludwig and Atriarch and whatnot. Obviously Atriarch a little sus after what happened, but I mean I think he did well in like fixing the issues and like doing his best, and like his content's great. He's actually my favorite streamer. Big A, baby. Doink, doink. Doink, doink, doink. Alright, let's go find a frickin' something interesting. A frickin' something interesting. Let's go. Doink, doink, doink. Another one, dude? Alright, I'm trying to get some cottagecore going in here. That's what I'm feeling. Oh, no cooked meat. Let's rip it. Cobble deep slate? That's so interesting. Dun, dun. I should install the timber mod too. Like I feel like I'm getting so many flashbacks to like all the cool mods that I used to play with. I was never like really into like modded Minecraft. But I think most of my gaming was done on the Xbox 360. I remember like one of my biggest inspirations I think in life is JSchlatt. In terms of like content and just his like diverse range that he's able to capture and things he's interested in and being able to express that. As you know, this is inspired by the Weekly Slab. But I remember first seeing his video. It was called A Tribute to Minecraft. And that changed my life, man. That video is something I relate to a lot. I'd really recommend you guys check out A Tribute to Minecraft. Great video. Really nostalgic. But something that like I think hit me deep, and the ability to like move from that to like more deep commentary stuff and then move to like streaming and playing the game on YouTube is like, it's an interesting concept. It's an interesting idea of like more playing the game. Cause I think the point where I'm at in YouTube is like, you can definitely see how playing the game like works. You can definitely like figure out what works and what doesn't and create more of a system to your videos. And I feel like everyone kind of needs both. Like you need to be able to play the game a bit and the business side, but you also need the artist side. But I think people who are at the extreme ends of either are the ones that end up getting screwed over. Like if you're extremely on the business side, you might miss some things and not be able to resonate or create things that like resonate really deeply. And you might just post like crazy volume. But if you're too on the artist side, I think you're just going to end up like not being able to support yourself. And so it's interesting because I found like hope in the balance of both, and seeing that within creators and people that I've looked up to, and figuring that these are so cute. I'm taking some of these for the house. What do we get rid of? Feathers. We need feathers. But it's an interesting concept on like, whoa, is this a Are these cherry woods? Dude. Okay, we're gonna build a house like here, dude. Oh, on this edge, dude. Come on, dude. For sure. All right, I'm gonna leave it off here, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed episode 2 of Thoughts from Simon, of the Let's Play of Minecraft Therapy, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to take Minecraft Therapy because that's introverted madness, this thing. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Next episode, we're gonna build a little home around the cherry woods. This is so beautiful. Holy. Yeah, we're gonna grow this cherry wood forest to be huge. I wonder how rare this is. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks so much for tuning in to my stream of consciousness. Again, if you have any ideas or like questions or anything that you want to talk about on this channel, just leave it in the comments or send me a DM on Instagram. Much love. Talk soon. Peace.